I believe that while we do our work at home and make
is Donika Gërvallës,
who are facing big threats from Russia, that we need a lot of them going at the same way so that we achieve our strategic goals. Strategic goals as Kosovo, strategic goals as region, strategic goals as Europe, and strategic goals and what we call the West, where I thought it's a good place to talk about a lot of Ds. Because while I was writing something, I understood that in diplomacy and politics we are dealing with a lot of Ds that do remark what we do and more maybe what we do not do. And the most important thing I have learned in 3 years now as minister, as foreign minister, is that we can never take just one road, definitely belong to. And then I understood that it's about a lot of these, and let me just name some of them. Dialogue. Everybody is hearing every day the word dialogue, 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 which alone will not bring any success, the dialogue per se. To have success in the dialogue in times of war in Europe, you need deterrence, you need dialogue, you need diplomacy, and you need defense. Otherwise, it's difficult. And you then need decisions. You need very clear strategy of where are you coming from and where you want to be at the end of the year. So while we are working daily on achieving our goals, and it is difficult after 3 years to say what was the best one, what was the worst one.
But I would say the whole way that we did and the ability to take important decisions.
And to stay behind our decisions. No one was raising the hand that is satisfied with the state of the things in our region. So I believe that while we do our work at home and have a clear path towards rule of law, democracy, is the most important and courageous step that Kosovo has made in the last years, because dialogue and diplomacy, and to explain these decisions to our partners. But when the dialogue doesn't lead to the results you want to have, then maybe together with our partners we need to analyze what has been not that effective in this process, so that changing that we maybe can use the windows of opportunity. It is a clear message that we are getting from countries who are facing big threats from Russia, that
I think the international community is pretty clear what we want to see. We want to see Kosovo advance on its European and Euro-Atlantic trajectory. We've laid out the means to achieve that.
We do believe the only path to move that forward is through the EU-facilitated dialogue. So while there are a lot of Ds, let me make that a very large capital D.
I too would very much see, I believe it possible. The United States doesn't get a voice in who gets to be an EU candidate and who gets to exceed and what the process is.
It's already a little ambitious since we're in 2024 to be in by 2030. You guys usually take longer. But we would love to see that path well underway. And certainly on the NATO side, we certainly have a role and we want to advance it. But we need Kosovo to help us help Kosovo. I was part of Rambouillet. I was part of post-Rambouillet. I was part of the process working at NATO during the airstrikes. I was at our mission to the OSCE doing the work post-conflict to help set up the immediate post-conflict arrangements. I don't sense much difference in the quality or energy of the American engagement. This is a moment. It is very rare in the American foreign policy establishment to have as many people in government in positions of authority and ability to influence Kosovo policy than you have right now. Joe Biden, President Biden, knows Kosovo. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken knows Kosovo. Assistant Secretary of State Jim O'Brien knows Kosovo. I'd like to think I brought some prior experiences relevant to the job I'm doing as well, and there's more.
First of all, my compass is Gjatë Kastriotis Skënderbeu. His role in the history, but not only the history, but his role in how Albanians, not only in Kosovo, are today. The second figure is Mother Teresa. You cannot be Albanian and not to try to learn every day from what she did and how she did that, always with a nice approach. And the third one is the late President Ibrahim Rugova, with whom I had the chance to share personally a lot of my thoughts in very, very, very young age.